Trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed. I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire. The rhythm man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus, when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom, the breath of life, I'm believing fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the men that don't see it, separated from the tares. Now on my prayers, and it's so be a rebel. Take the world by word of mouth. UPK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Yeah, Frank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket office. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watch us. Telling people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison and stockpile us. Meanwhile, UPK turning rebels into Rockwallers. In league with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent, it's fucked up. But my boot shine, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their heads, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just club, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with a face like love. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side. Clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth. Cause for a long time I was a rebel without a call. Look, man, first time I make it manager in YAHANNA, man, hit 3807. Rebel without a call. My little daughter with me. Open the door, he was dropping the truth for me and all that. Rebel without a call. Man, you know, you do your time. We taking them out and training in hand-to-hand combat. Rebel without a cause. Oh, yeah. That's the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth. Cause for a long time, I was a rebel without a cause.
You cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
Okay, leave alone for it. All right.
All right, this is Rudy Speaks, man. We got Captain THAWADAH in the building. Yeah. So, Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Rudy Speaks, man. I'll break it down right quick.
Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big shine, big glow. I be going to the bubble and my bitch blow. I'm back by the window bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all full like a lip blow. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slip though. I stay broke, don't care if I got a million. Looking down at me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, you got to come in the building. Fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who you shoot you. I'll flip you, hallelujah. 4 pound gun you down like it's a gun. On my feet, combat beats, or is it cool? Around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts, very large caliber on very small cats. compact pistols, ladders, and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beat there. I've been shot. Y'all big llama, big juice, I'm big jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not inside of my conglomerate. Wreck like King Kong. No Asian on me, no chink in armor. Remain calm through our pain that bring trauma. Stay focused on things that bring karma. So pressure blind and make guys. Stay true, keep pure, my name honest. Paid all dues and debts and take promise. Make sure you show respect. Pay homage that I'm one West bred, one West bedded, one West pumping through my blood. Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I've been one West bred, one West bedded, one West pumping through my blood. Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market. Don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and get a pocket. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West about put me up in a starship. About to friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand-up nigga, I die before I switch. Down, no re-up, I'm cool with who I'm with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with style, we made famous. Us with studs and spikes in any city. Designing charge of stack this shit that can't fit me. Had friends on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain of $1.50. My man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause the niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a needle, and I never be the nicest with a needle. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm high like 100 degrees in the peak. Soft in the sweater, hot and pop every night. It's UPK, not a part, but together I've been one West bred, one West bedded, one West pumping through my blood. Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West bedded, one West pumping through my blood. Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West.
Like any other part of the United States, we got here, and then you got the whole land. They say it's very popular. America whole population, so you got all those guys here.
That's the wild, and we gonna have access to all that shit.
Right.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my people. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Oh, yeah.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
I'm in a hell of a hole. Was never expected to be just like you said in the road. Better resort of selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home. Because of captivity, they claiming them laces be killing me, making this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them hairs astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missile. officials will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show. We could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom be busting it down. The only way justice is found. The time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your hardest words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Back row.
Alright, good one, right? Right. You said what? Yeah, he told me, y'all. That's for a while. It's too wild now. That shit was something. It don't be bothering me like that. Yeah, I'm used to that shit. Yeah, kind of right.
We ain't forget about you, keep you lightly. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Going on the eyes, this one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that are probably grip like some bitches. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying at the commissary before a run out.
Damn. And that shit was sitting in your clothes too, like for a while.
Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squad in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squad in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably food in this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home and change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her. They don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain. It's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snack. In a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do back out. We just smash that. It's that time flow. It's that God flow. This that shit they never stop for. It's that uncut Tahoe Wall Street from Pablo. Escobar, copy at the ball like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. They countermeasures, they pleasures, making an op hurt. Minus in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work as speed, y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. You can't. The streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know that. Gotta got my heart grip my whole time. Waiting on this love in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know that. Gotta got my heart grip my whole time. Living in this love in my whole life. My whole life.
Let's see, Wednesday was my off day. But I had to do tomorrow, so I switched schedules. Somebody, the teacher allowed us to switch schedules because she wanted to work. I mean, she wanted here to pick her daughter up on Wednesday. And so I switched with her so that I could be here on Friday.
Oh, that's the what? That's the what? What's that current? Check. You gotta do the video? All right, come on. So then that means
Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina, at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High Christ. Now it's that time again. Commander General YAHANNA is putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheridan in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
Word.
I honestly don't do it. Ain't gonna like I do.
No, I know what you mean. I done brought it to her, I done told her though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, we gonna tell our people what's going on. Like, it ain't like we just, close. It ain't like she ain't heard, but I ain't gonna force you and I ain't gonna keep that like I'm begging you either. Come on, check. Lee. What's on, Chris? Let's clap it up. Oh, thank you. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Rakathan, my brothers. Yahweh Shem Alatham, by Shem Yahweh Shalom, my sisters. Hey, man. You already know what time it is, man. We're the Isupk, operating under Commander General YAHANNA. Started out of 1 West 125th Street. We've been established since 1969, and we've been speaking that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites of the Bible, man. We're not affiliated with no other organization, period. Hebrew Israelites, these fake Israelites, or whatever, you understand? The Isupk, meaning the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, stands on its own merit, man. If you're not in the Isupk, therefore you are not in the truth. And therefore you cannot call yourself a priest and prophet of the Lord, man. There's only a few of priests and prophets of the Lord, and those are the ones that's in the Isupk, you understand? Tonight is the Lashawan Qadash, man. So in the form of fashion and what we normally do tradition-wise, we go over things that are pertinent to the language. You understand? We go over how we communicated with amongst each other before we came over here. Turn it on. Oh, it's the one. Wow. Oh, I didn't even know. Salaki, sir. I didn't realize that was on. So no, that's the one. But so with that being said, like you said, that's how we communicated amongst each other, man. You know, that's how we communicated with the Most High, how the Most High communicated with us, how we got these orders, laws, and instructions. Oh, no play. It's the why I feel good now. All right, come. So we know, even so, if you look at those, the tablets, you understand, we said it was written by the finger of the Most High. So you just imagine what he was, writing them in. You understand? So we got to come back to our culture, man. We got to do, yeah, exactly. We got to do what thus said the Lord, man. I love this truth. I'm not gonna lie. You understand? Let me express something real quick. I love this truth, man. You understand? And then, like I said, since I've been in this truth, and since I've learned that Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites of the Bible and everything like that, man, it's like you gotta find out more, especially when you find out Christ is a black man, the Most High is a black man, the angels are black. You understand that Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the greatest people on the face of the earth. It's like, brother, if you don't want to learn more about that, you have a sickness. I'm telling you. Because it's like, damn, this is something I ain't never heard before. And now I'm finally hearing that us as a people are greater than everybody else. Because we've been always told the opposite. You understand? But with that being said, man, when you come into this truth and you shed yourself for the world, man, you see the gloriousness and the blessings that the Most High bestow upon you by doing what thus said the Lord. Go ahead, I love you about to say something.
So, Lonnie, and if you do want to know more about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they God's chosen people.
Right.
You understand? They come to the Lord's Passover.
That's right. That's right. Damn right. Yeah, you already know do your thing. Did I do your thing? What's up, Hey, while he said that, hey, shameless plug. April 1st, you understand? 500 South Salisbury Street, Raleigh, North Carolina, the Convention Center, man. Commander Junior YAHANNA will be hosting the 54th annual Passover. If you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man, make your way down there, man. Like they say, don't meet me there, beat me there. You understand? We got all kind of events starting off, man, with the slaughter of the lambs. I'm so excited about it. You understand? Then we got, you understand, the children party. You understand? The black party. You understand? Then what is it? The Passover. You understand? Then the feast of Abraham and his band. Sir. I forgot the name of the band. You understand? But come on, get that old school, that jazz music, that good old music, man. You understand? Then we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread, man. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, man, this is going to be Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Only. And we're going to be amongst our people. And guess what? It's going to be strong, wine, beautiful women. You can't talk to them if they ain't got no damn white corsage on. So, hey, be careful. But I say all that to say, we're going to be partying, man. We're going to be go ahead, Adawan.
What better way to find out who your people truly are outside of America and what America says they are than to come to the Lord's Passover and find out for yourself.
That's right.
You will see black and brown, Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, you understand? Puerto Ricans, you understand? Cubans, you understand? They all gonna be there.
All of
them. Don't keep me there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna see black people like you never see black people.
Man, and you know what's like, sir? It's so glorious because you see every nation within Israel come with their apparel, their glorious apparel. And you see the sisters in modest apparel. And our sisters be looking gorgeous. You understand? I ain't looking at our brothers real, but look, our women look good. But they look good and their behinds is covered. They're not showing their cleavage. They head covered. They could see, Shalom, how Shamar thought about Shimmy Abishai, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what's more beautiful than that? And that's why we say that's like the kingdom of heaven, man. You understand? That's a glimpse of the kingdom of heaven because that's what's going to be going on. Y'all think that what was it, King Ahasuerus partied during the Feast of Purim? For how long he partied? Oh, man.
Right.
There ain't no party like an Israelite party because the Israelite party don't stop. You understand? Like I'm, you know, if Officer Zion don't mind, I'm gonna borrow a couple of his lyrics. But like I said, man, I'm so excited because it's like we get to see our brothers and sisters that we don't see on a day-to-day basis.
That's right.
And it's like you said, man, it's just a glorious thing, man. I said, well, it looked good to see the Gadites with the feathers, you know what I'm saying? Like, with that hat joint, sometimes I be like, well, damn, can I be a Gadite for a day? You know what I'm saying? Hey, word up. That joint is fire, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Also, the Lashawan, I remember the sister, man, she had the orange get up, man.
Yeah.
That joint was fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Asher, General Q, Kawakai. What's the sister? No, so like Asher with their different color threads, man.
Sir.
I mean, good night, man.
Isupk
had their whole thing. Yeah, you know, man. Look, man. This is why we say we love the truth, because we love our people. You understand? We love everything that they're about, and we all are one nation. You understand? Right. Man, good night, man. It's a lot. You about to be scripture breakdown tonight, man. That's what you know. You put the Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12 Bible shot. Now, one thing, the one brother getting ready to read, my other ones getting ready to read, man. One thing we got to realize, right? Before we did come in here, before we shared ourselves of the world, before I could even wear this get up that I'm wearing now with this headpiece, I had to do something. I had to come in here and learn. I had to come in here and shut my damn mouth. I had to come in here and sit down in the front of the class. If I had any questions, Salakia, sir. You understand? Hey, if you could break this down from yada, yada, yada. You know understand? But I had to be a part of that shut your damn mouth stage.
That's right.
And I had to, you know what? I did become brainwashed. Like they always tell us in the Isupk, you guys are brainwashed. Y'all know what y'all talking. You damn right. I became brainwashed of Christianity. Because how I became brainwashed is, I took everything that I thought I knew and I threw it out the damn window with the baby. You understand, like they say? And now I come in here and I've started anew. I got a new life. I got a new, you understand, a new name. You understand? I was glorifying you're not glorifying, but I was telling the sister today. You understand? I had to tell her my slave name. You understand? And I was like, you know, I don't really like saying that like that. So she cut me in the vulnerable moment. I don't like that. She's like, what you mean? Like, I like you, you know, I don't like that name. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that brother that name is. She's like, well, what you mean? And I told her, you know, my name is this. It means Qadash, you understand? She was like, oh, I like that. I was like, Most High in Christ, you know what I'm saying? And just being able to do that, it's like, Most High in Christ. I know that I've become a new creature in the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, Abraham said in the class last Monday, or this Monday just passed, he was like, brothers used to call him by his slave name, and he'd be looking around like, who the hell was he talking to? Because you get so used to hearing your Hebrew name once you're amongst your family, the family that you chose to be in, not the family that you was born in. You understand? Right. But when that happens, man, it's just like, oh, man. This it feels right, man. You understand? Go ahead with that scripture if you could, Baba.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 5 and verse 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers.
Now, if I could, I don't know real quick.
Please.
All these fake Israelites, the Christian church, Muslim mosques, Buddhists, whatever, especially if you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian.
Right.
Listen up. Because it said, for when the time ye ought to be teachers. The Christian pastor think he's a teacher.
Right.
The brother in the Muslim mosque, they're talking about selling our people drugs and smoking cigarettes, smoking weed. He think that he's a teacher.
Right.
The brother that's talking about some hamdaliyah rock ball, whatever he's saying, you understand? He think he's a teacher.
Right.
But it says, for when the time you ought to be teachers. Go ahead.
That's right. Go on. Right. Ye have need that one teach you again.
Oh, I love that. And that one is Commander YAHANNA. You understand? That one is General Muhammad. That other one is all the other generals, all the officers, like the captains, the officers. You understand? That one is the ones that is authorized to teach the Bible. It's funny how whenever we talk about the Bible, it's always somebody that says, Oh, well, I've read the Bible from cover to cover, from Genesis to Revelation, brother. I done read it. I don't know how many times. I know what's in that book. But then when we say Christ is a black man, what that said in the book, man? I ain't never seen that. When we say that you can have multiple wives, what that said in the book? I don't know nothing about that. You damn right you don't know nothing about that because you're a goddamn liar because you didn't read the book from cover to cover. And even if you did, you had to be taught it. That's the problem. Go ahead, Alwan.
It's a lie. That point right there that you just said.
Right.
Can you repeat that?
That you have to be taught the Bible. Oh, what they say? What you said? What I said? They said they read it from cover to cover, but
they said that they read it from cover to cover. You may have read it from cover to cover, right? But you lean on your own understanding. You understand?
That's
you didn't lean on the understanding of the men right here. That's right here in this scripture.
That's right.
Right here in this scripture. You understand? If you don't mind.
Bible can shine.
If I may, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High.
That's right.
You understand? You haven't been taught the principles. You haven't been taught the basics, man.
Right.
You understand?
That's right.
Like you have to look at the principle of everything.
Right.
Look at the base of it all.
Right.
What's the base of Christianity? Slavery.
Right. That's
oppression.
Right.
Rape. Robbery. Murder. America.
Right.
The principle, the bottom, the base. America, you understand, was built off of Christianity.
Right.
The same way it was built off the backs of Negroes. You understand?
That's so heavy. That's true.
They gave Christianity to you.
Right.
You're the only one that think that Christ was some dog-haired white boy. You understand?
That's
Because
right.
our oppressors know the truth.
Right.
They know that Christ was from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
They know that Christ was a black man.
Right.
You understand? They know that.
That's
they
right.
Didn't tell you. They didn't tell us that.
That's right. Now
They
that's
didn't
so
tell us
heavy, man. Good night. If I could add on to what you're saying, because like I was talking to a brother at the slave. You understand? And it's a correct brother, man. I love that brother dearly. And he was asking me those things, man. And I was telling him how I was working at a slave out of one, and it was I think it was St. Joseph or something like that. And I think they like Catholic or something, right? And I seen the book. It was a red looking book. I can't remember the name of this book, man. But I seen it. And, you know, when I was, you know what I'm saying, I was finding myself then, like, you know, so I like to say. I wasn't in the Isupk then, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, these events that led up to me being in the Isupk, Barakatah Yahweh, I knew about the Israelites. I knew this and that. You know, I was watching some groups. I'm not going to speak their name, you understand? But I kept trying to find things, and I hadn't got my Apocrypha. I done got, you know what I'm saying, the Bible and all that. But one day I was going to drop a patient off. And I walked past, and I seen in the windowsill, it was a red-looking book. I said, man, what the world? Because I used to look at different books, because you know how they tell us all these different versions was about, you know, a version of the Bible and stuff. And my favorite scripture I used to look up was Jeremiah 14:2. And how it would be broken down. And I went to, I forgot, it's always in the hotels. I forgot what it's called. But it's in the hotels, and I saw that one. I seen different translations of how the words is written down. Then I looked at this other one, I'm like, it don't say that they're all black, it don't match up. But I seen this red book, and I opened it. And I'm talking about it was a thick red book. I'm like, okay. And then when I read it, I looked, and I said, when I opened it, I mistakenly opened it. I opened it to the book of Tobit. That's in the Apocrypha. So that's heavy you say that because they know exactly who we are. But they don't want us to know. And they got our records. But they give a black man a book that has, you know, what was it, 84 books? But the other 14 ones are gone. There you go, Khan. Exactly. Oh man, let's not even talk about the slave Bible. They only had what?
Slave Bible, you can't read it without them being in prison.
And there you go. And see, which is crazy because that's why I understand why the Christian church only believes in the New Testament.
Right.
Go ahead, Adawan.
And guess what? When you go and you learn Esau's way of breaking down the Bible,
right,
your church ain't gonna thrive.
Never.
And you may be like, oh well, TDJT a black preacher, right? Okay, cool, whatever. But if you look at how they break down things, they're not going through the entire Bible from cover to cover.
They're not.
Precept upon precept, line upon line. They're not putting the Apocrypha back in place. You read the Bible with a missing piece.
That's right. That's right.
How the hell you put a puzzle together with a missing piece?
You can't.
Piece.
You can't.
Christ taught out the Apocrypha, so how the hell are you going to say the Apocrypha is not a part of the Bible?
Yeah, that's heavy. That's right. Because I think, what is it, the Feast of Tabernacles, or it's something in the Bible that Christ kept that is not in the whole Bible that we, you know what I'm saying? Or is it the Feast of Weeks? Khan. Absolutely. Absolutely. You understand? So again, man, this is why we say you have to be taught these things, man, which is the first oracles of the Most High. You understand? I think it's the Feast. It's either the Feast of Dedication or Feast of Tabernacles, man. I think it's in John 10 and 45, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that, y'all. But I know Captain Zariat brought it out. And he was like, if you look in the Bible, you don't see the explanation of that celebration. It's in the Apocrypha, which is what we know is the Apocrypha. Yeah, Khan. But see, that you right, though. Right, that's in the Maccabees. So you wouldn't know about Hanukkah unless you read the Apocrypha. Right, Khan. So you got to, man. Right. And for what I understand, I guess second S? No, I ain't going to that. Yeah, I ain't do that. I got to get more clarification. If you could, if you could give me 1 Corinthians 14. Oh, yeah. Right.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, and verse 5. I would that ye all spake with tongues, but rather that ye prophesy, for greater is he that prophesieth than he that speaketh with tongues, except he interpret, that the church may receive edifying.
Now listen to this, Christian pastor. Paul is not saying that you're supposed to be driving in the Honda. No, hell no. That's not what speaking in tongues means. We're going to show you tonight. You understand? But what Paul is bringing out and what he's saying is, one, tonight is the Lashawan Qadash class. What this means when you say Lashawan Qadash, it means holy tongue, which is holy tongue means a separate tongue. And the tongue is going into language. You understand? Because you use your tongue to speak a language. You understand? So, with that being said, now Paul, because you think about it, like he said, if we're speaking something, I'm speaking, so if I have different tongues or different abilities of speaking different tongues, I'm going to be able to speak different languages like Spanish, Portuguese, or Patois, or just different things like that. You understand? So Paul said, I would that ye all speak with tongues. So I would love for you all to speak in different languages. It'd be Tawab, you understand? But rather that ye prophesy. So being that you can't speak this Lashawan Qadash, tell the damn truth. Tell that America is getting ready to fall. Babylon is falling. You understand? Tell the truth about that. That's what Paul is saying. I'd rather you prophesy and tell our people the truth. You understand? Then he says, for greater is he that prophesied than he that speaketh with tongues. So it's better for you to prophesy and tell our people about these breakdowns in the scriptures. Tell our people about what we fail our people. Why the hell are we going through what we're going through, and how the hell we can get up out of this hellhole we call America. That's what Paul is saying. But he says, except. Now, this is the exception though, right? It says he interpreted. When he interpreted, meaning if I say Shema Yasha'Allah Yahweh Eloheinu Yahweh Akkad, I interpret and I say, hear, O Israel, the Most High, our power is one power. That's the interpreter. You understand? Or interpret of that, what I just said. But like he said, except he interpret that the church may receive edifying. And we know when it comes to church, it's talking about the school. What are we in today? We're in the school. What are people watching online? They're watching the brothers that's teaching in the school. So we're teaching our people that they might receive that edification. You understand? Keep going to verse 6, Baba Shah.
Verse 6. Verse 6. Now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what shall I profit you?
So that's again, like he said, that's heavy. So he said, now, brethren. Now he's addressing who he's talking to as well. Now, brethren, if I come to you speaking in tongues, what the hell is that going to profit you? So if I go on the podium on Saturday and these brothers and sisters has never heard me and I say, Shema Yasha'Allah, they're going to look at me like, they're going to keep walking like, nigga, what the world? Shema Yasha'Allah. If I say, hear, O Israel, and I'm talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they're going to keep going like, hold up, that's me. What's up? What I need to hear? Keep going out of one.
Except I shall speak to you either by revelation, or by knowledge,
right,
or by prophesying, or by doctrine.
And do you know what? That's so heavy because the Isupk speaks to our people in every aspect of what Paul just said. We speak to our people by revelation. How? Because we're revealing prophecies. Again, I cannot remember this video, and I gotta find it. And I'm gonna put it on TikTok, YouTube, everywhere I could possibly put it on. Commander General YAHANNA prophesied this war that's going on between Ukraine and Russia, man. You understand? He's also talked about World War III because we are on the brink of World War III.
Like,
go ahead, Adam.
I mean, it was on the news yesterday that America gets out of Russia. Apparently, Russia, two Russian jets was like trying to spray some type of fuel on to a U.S. drone.
Wow.
You understand? I seen on the news yesterday when I was waiting on the truck, chain, and they were trying to spray oil or some type of fluid on the U.S. drone, and the jet tried to pull up, and the back end of the jet hit the drone and knocked the drone out of order. The drone ended up falling, and so now it's a race to find the drone in the goddamn sea.
Wow.
You understand? Between the U.S. and Russia, and the U.S. saying that's that's unacceptable.
That's very unacceptable. And you think about it too, that's strike two, if I may. You understand, from what I've been told, because Commander General YAHANNA brought out that they was talking about shooting Joe Biden out of the sky. You understand? And that was on TV, national TV. So y'all threaten the president of the United States. And that's a bold move, man. You understand? But like we said, we are at the brink of World War III, man. You understand? So like we said, that's one of the things that is being revealed, because revelation means to reveal something. Or by knowledge. We have the knowledge of these scriptures. We could tell you and go into the scriptures and show you everything damn near about blacks, Hispanics, and Native aspects of life, man. You understand? So like it says, or by prophesying, we just said that, or by doctrine. There's only one doctrine that's of the scriptures, and that's in the Isupk. The Isupk only, that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites of the Bible. Salvation is only for black people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? God don't love everybody. That's the doctrine that is in these scriptures, man. Any other doctrine outside of that is not the doctrine of the Lord, man. If you could, I want to drop that. Give me Zephaniah 3 and 9. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this lesson. I don't want off the sign, but it's a lot, y'all. Don't do your thing. Now you know how he do. Yeah, like Qadash be trying to do a scripture breakdown in the beginning of Lashawan Qadash. So Lagi said, just trying to get my beat wet a little bit. That's all. I learned from the men above me.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, and verse 9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language.
For then will I turn to the people a pure language.
Sorry.
And if I'm not mistaken, that then is now. You know what? Because it's a pure language. And how do I know it's a pure language? I had a devil. One day I went to the slave again, and we was at this devil's house delivering the matches. And I I see when I walk through, first off, they see a Negro with a shield around his neck. They be looking at you like, what in the world?
They don't know what type of Jew you are.
Exactly. They right. And that's the first, like, you Jewish? I'm like, no, man, I'm not. And so, okay. Why do you have the Star of David around your neck? I was like, well, it's not a star, but I was like, if you could show me the rest of the house so we can go ahead, get started on the delivery. Because I know what they're trying to do. You understand? So, with that being said, I walked in there, and the first thing I seen was a Torah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, man, you got the Torah. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, if you don't mind, can I look at this? She's like, yeah. And I opened it up. I said, oh, okay, this is all right here. Yeah, it had this Syrian in it. So she spoke to me in some Yiddish. I don't know what the world she said out of while, but I hit her with some Hebrew. You understand? And she looked at me and she was like, you speak Hebrew too? Yes, I read it as well. So, oh my gosh, really? She's like, so if I pointed something here, you can read it? I'm like, yes. And, of course, it's a lot. I know I was barking y'all, I was like, damn, Mom, you're doing too much at the slave. But it did give me the Torah. You understand? So, most high Christ said that because she's like, oh my gosh, I have so many of these. I would love to give that to you. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High provided us with that. You understand? But I say all that to say, like it says, that pure language. Because she thought she was going to, confound me in her Yiddish. But I hit her with the pure language of the Most High. And she got confounded. So like I said, lo, will I turn to the people a pure language. That's what we're speaking today. When we say Shalom, Yahweh Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Yahweh Shalom, Yahweh Shalom, we're speaking that pure language, man. You understand? Go ahead, I want to go.
The heavy part about that, he gave us, the Most High said, for then will I turn for the people of pure language, right? That pure language, you understand, that came from the Most High, you understand? Guess who understands it?
Us, the Isupk.
Nobody else understands it.
Oh yeah, come.
You understand? Like everybody think they got it. Everybody think they understand it. That pure language that came from both sides, nobody understands.
That's right.
Because they don't even understand when we say we get the greedy.
Right.
You understand? You understand Hebrew. You Hebrew too? That's what they say. I had somebody ask me that too at school. Like, nah, you Jewish too? Nah. Ish means sort of like, I said my shirt is black-ish.
It ain't all the way black.
It ain't really black.
That's right.
And he looked at me like, what's wrong? No, this is different.
Yeah.
I had to walk away.
Most high Christ.
Nobody didn't ask about my shit no more.
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, man. Like, that pure language, we the only ones that
pure
language, because we sticking to what's in the scripture.
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
So nobody else can speak this language. And we got men placed above us that know how to break this language down and understand everything that's in this language.
That's right. Come. I can tell y'all, give him a hand. Good night. That's right. Is it 8 on the scripture out of one?
Right.
Finish it off with Bible shot.
That they may all call upon the name of the Most High to serve Him with one consent.
Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. So how can we be on one consent if they're saying that the Most High's name is Yeshua? If they're saying that Yahweh Shai's name is Yahushua, Ahaya, Bahaya, whatever, that's not one consent. But I tell you who is on one consent and one accord. That's Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians that's in the Isupk Israel School and University of Practical Knowledge under Commander General YAHANNA. Because guess what? Tonight is Friday night, Lashawan Qadash. So with that being said, with the Friday night Lashawan Qadash, we are teaching the same thing as far as the language goes that was taught, that's being taught in Philly, that's being taught in New York, that's being taught in, you understand, United Kingdom, Brazil, London, you understand, South Carolina, Georgia, you understand, Florida, Ohio. These same things are being taught. Not specifically the same exact thing, but we're talking about we are on one accord. So we're all teaching things that are pertinent or pertaining to the language, man. You understand? What's going on out there? So let's get it, man. We're gonna get back into this. Get back into the lesson from yesterday, right? So last week, what we did, I'm gonna raise this in a few. We went over the characteristics of Israel. You know, somebody that got on board and had a little fun, but it's all too wild, you know. So with that being said, we know Judah is the characteristic of him is a lion, and you can find this in the book of. You can find this. You can find this in Genesis, the 49th chapter, man. You understand? It runs down the 12 tribes of Israel. It runs down, you understand, everything about, you know, the characteristics of the 12 tribes of Israel. So like we said, Judah is lion, Benjamin wolf, Levi dice, Simeon axe, Zebulon ship, Ephraim unicorn, Manasseh the bull, Gad bow, horse, it's like a Reuben horse, Naphtali deer, Asher grape, and Issachar the donkey. You understand? These are all keys. These are all key things or characteristics that show you whom we are and, you know, just about who we are. You understand? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the words, you understand, when it comes to the characteristics. We're going to write it in the Hebrew, the Assyrian, and the ancient, right? So we're going to rest this. We'll get back to this side here. Like I said, if you tuning in online, you understand, if you got any questions or anything like that, put them in the chat. We'll get to them, Lord willing. Also in the class, if you got any questions or anything like that, you understand, raise your hand and we'll get to them as well. That's a lot. You're gonna write the Hebrew word for each one. So for Judah, you got Ra, Yah. You got Zah, Axe is Qua, Ra, Dun. All right, so you got for Judah or the lion is Ariah, Benjamin wolf is Zaab, and this is the or the Hebrew word for the characteristics, not for the Hebrew word for the actual tribe. So you have Benjamin, like a wolf, which is Zaab, dice, Garal, axe, Paradam, ship, Anayah, unicorn, Ra'am, bull, Shawar, bow, Rashat, so like a horse, Sawas. So that's why these in the Hebrew. All right. So again, I always write the ancient first. We start off with ancient first, and then we go into the Assyrian. So again, you have Ariyah, Za'ab, Gerar, Faradam, Anayah, Ra'am, Shawar, Rashad, and Sawas. Now you got a few seconds to go ahead and do that now. Drop that down. What's on the play? Zone 06, y'all shot. Light to 9, 36, Shalom. This is the Lashawan for God. So when you hit that Shalom, make sure you put the A in there instead of that O. You know, O, the ancient Hebrew. I don't know if it's a brother or sister. But there is no O when it comes to Hebrew. More so with that, with the Shalom, it's SHALAM. We're going to say how we give y'all a few moments for that, and then we're going to get into the other part of the rest of the names as well. All right, let's get these other ones.
One of y'all pick up that. Just tell them, like, yo, so communicate.
All right, so you have Naphtali, Asher, Issachar for the last few that we did right. You have Naphtali with meaning deer, like Asher meaning grape, Issachar meaning donkey. Then you have, the Hebrew names for deer is Tagadiah, grape is Anab, donkey is Kamar. So Tagadiah will be. Then you have Anab, What's going on out of YAHANNA? Some of the summer the thoughts, baby. Let's see, man. What's going on with you? Up to ones, how you? So that going on? Get it done, I see.
I can check you as a guard.
What's going on, baby? Good to see you, big man.
Yeah,
Boy, Christ.
You know you got class on Friday. Yeah, be safe. All that. You know you gotta take your class. It's still my boy.
Kumar. Not like hell to Kumar. Kumar. And after that, we're gonna be doing a lot of different Hebrew words and just different vocabularies today. And we might close off with the Lord's Prayer, Lord willing, so we can get back. I was talking to again my brother, man, and you know what I'm saying. I try to recite it as far as like remembering it, man. So. But I didn't want to butcher some of the words. It's easier reading it when you're looking at the paper. But we don't get into it though. So I go ahead, y'all should be too wild. Vocabulary. All right, so we're gonna go over a few of these. We got touch, heat touch, butter, milk, honey, nutmeg. Honey, and milk. So the first one, next is next one is calm, mom. Next one is calm. Qadash. Isupk. Right? So for touch, you have Nagai. Heat touch is your guy. Butter is Kama. Kala. Milk is Kala. Honey is the Bosch. Sin is Shalak. Real quick, let me see if I can find the sheet. So for she shall touch, it has the guy as the one for that. So for touch, for the feminine, you will use Nagai. Rather than the Assyrian, it's like the ancient and the Hebrew. It's like the ancient and the Assyrian. So you have Nagai, now.
Salaki. Come on, sir. Salaki, if I may, I see you had a touch up there. Is it not die?
Come on, sir.
So was it already feminine?
Comic-Con, so I was just looking that up. In Leviticus, like in Leviticus, the 12th chapter. Comic-Con, so Leviticus, the 12th chapter, the 4th verse, it uses the word of God for she shall touch. So Comic-Con, so I guess more so the he touch is going to be the more masculine. So Comic-Con.
That's interesting that they have a difference between the feminine and masculine with
Calvin.
respect to that action.
Right, Comic-Con, sir. That just shows you too how, complex, as far as Israel was, man. Like, and you think about that today, we have certain ways that we, communicate with different brothers and sisters today as well. So I think that more so going to the same spirit of how this Hebrew is, man.
But that's heavy how the Lord created that. Though.
Right,
created a man with a certain spirit, a woman with a certain spirit.
Right.
A man has a masculine touch and a woman has a woman's touch.
And I'm glad you made that distinction.
It's pretty interesting.
Come. And that's why you say that. I'm glad you made that distinction because honestly, we don't know what that is. We don't know that a man supposed to act like a man.
That's right.
We don't know that a woman supposed to act like a woman.
Right.
It's funny, you understand? Because you got young M.A. talking about some like she's talking about some, you go and say, you call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany, sit your behind down some damn way. You are a woman. But they say you are not in prison anymore, baby. You are a boy. You understand? Right. But that's the problem with us as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native man. It's like we've gotten to the spirit of American and we take on that identity of American. And we already know. We already know with the Greeks and all that. You understand? They we. Good enough.
That's heavy too, because I can't help but to think about Kevin Durant and Ricky Griner, their picture. She recognized that masculine touch, and she just automatically switched into that feminine, her natural self.
Right.
It's kind of wild, though. Everything.
I ain't see that. I gotta see that.
You see that picture?
The whole time she was in that Russian prison, dude, she was looking as feminine as hell. Like she
right.
I can't help myself at all.
But Most High Christ, but like you said, that's so heavy, man. Like, and we know what's up, man. A lot of times when that happens with our sisters, man, it's some trauma that happened in their childhood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of sisters, they put up that barrier and they turn into the very thing that took their innocency from them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, good night, man. That's how you know we Israel too, because we go through so much hell. What you got? Oh, go ahead.
They turn into that thing. You understand? Like, with the better term that I like, they turn into a mirror.
I like that
thing that your uncle did, your dad did, your brother did.
Right.
That's what America did to you and your people first.
Right. Damn. Give him a hand. God, no. That's right. Hey, that's heavy. I couldn't say that better myself. And that's so true, man. And a lot of things that we champion in is the spirit of America, man. You understand? Like, you think about it, man. Back in the day, man, I talk to this to my future real, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, But we were talking about how back in the day, you understand, Grandpa, he had different women, you know what I mean? Like, but and the grandma be like, I don't care how many women he got, as long as he come home, it's all right. Right. Our women have never had that spirit. I can't say never because we got sisters in our house that got that spirit. But in the world, good night. They so selfish. Why I can't have you to myself? Why I gotta share you? Matter of fact, if you get another woman, I could get another man. Like, no, hell, you cannot. I ain't sharing no box. A box is only fitted for a couple, one item to fit in it. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So like, you ain't trying to be derogative, but I'm just you trying to understand this, man. It's like our sisters always want the same thing that our men want. Well, if that's the case, provide for the house. Right. But now you tell a woman in the world otherwise, she gonna be like, I do that anyway. I don't need no man. Well, I say INDEPENDT. Do you know what that means? Go ahead, otherwise.
So like, Yes, like just going off of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Women don't understand war.
Right.
You understand? Because if you think about the woman to man ratio, right?
Right.
There's more women than it is men.
That's right.
But at the same time, you have to think about the ratio of men looking at a specific type of woman.
Right. Right.
You understand?
Come on.
So that will increase. You understand? Well, that's like for men, it will increase the type of men, the men looking for that type of woman.
Right.
But for that type of woman, it diminishes.
That's right.
You understand? And so now it makes it more scarce because now you got brothers saying, oh, well, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this, I don't want that. When you got women outnumber men, like what, damn, 6-1?
Good.
Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know the statistics on it. But when you think about it that way, you understand? Like, it's like, okay, like I can see why, but you have to think, it's like war.
Right.
It's like you fighting against everybody in her inbox to get her.
Good night.
Everybody that could think that she's attractive, you fight against them. You texting her, good morning, beautiful. You texting her day in, day out. You taking her out. You doing all this and that,
right.
all this and that, all this and that. But the woman don't understand is, like, okay, I had this many people in my inbox. I chose this one. Why did you choose him? You could have chose anybody.
Right.
You chose this one. So why can't you stick by the one that you chose?
Right.
And why can't you see it from his point of view? He fought against 12 niggas to get you.
Damn right. Damn right.
You understand?
Right.
So how the hell you think he gonna feel when you let one of the 12 niggas or a random conquer you?
Mm. And it's a lie. I'm glad you said that word. Because I don't know if this sister, I ain't gonna say sister because I don't know what she was. But she was, I don't know if she was an oppressor or what, but she talked about, she talked about that. She said, you know, when a woman goes with another man, that man conquers her. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to that woman or that man to that woman, it's different. You understand? Like, so again, like, oh man, that's heavy you say that, but I wish I could put that video up.
When a brother gets a woman, like it's like a war. You won a war.
Right.
Everybody from the beginning up until that point that you met that woman and you got with that woman,
right.
You beat everybody to that point. You understand? And then for you to lose that woman, it's like you allow, as a woman, it's like you allow somebody to take what's mine. You allow him to conquer you.
Right.
This is somebody I'm fighting against day in and day out.
That's
if
right.
You're in the UK, you understand that.
Right,
because you fighting day in and day out against man, woman, everybody. Like, and so for a sister to be in here and then to allow another man to sleep with her, like it's like we lost the war.
That's right.
You can't be with us. You're not with us.
Right.
You betrayed me.
Right.
You understand? So lucky.
No, that's a very heavy point. In that perspective of having a conquer woman that's a Western ideal.
Good.
Yeah. Because, you know, you look at Black, Hispanic, Native Indian men,
right?
We're devalued in society.
Man.
It took us coming into the action to realize that no disrespect to our sisters, because you hold value in your position, but you are not the prize.
Right.
The man is the prize.
That's right.
Okay? And that's the heavy point. A lot of sisters have to understand, and our brothers have to understand that. We will carry ourselves with a certain amount of dignity, understanding that we are the prize.
Right.
Okay? And it's so many different ways you can look at this.
Yeah.
You know, but I know most of our sisters, you know, look at the Disney movies. All of them have to do with a princess. I don't care if you look at Aladdin. Aladdin was about Princess Jasmine and him trying to get her.
Right.
He was one with the damn genie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Come on, man. The Lion King.
Right.
Simba didn't get his confidence back until Nala slapped it into him.
Right.
You know so it's like, what? Come on now. What have our women been programmed to believe in this society? You know? What's the truth?
That's heavy because that's what Chain Breaker was about today. Right. And like the thing that I came to the conclusion of, like, is different standards
Facts.
Our women aren't held to the same standards as our men are at a young age. We hold our men feet to the fire before they even 10. You have to account for everything that you're doing before you're even 10 years old.
Right.
Whether it's in your own household by your father, we get on our kids. You understand? And then when they go out in the world, Esau is on them. Oh, if you don't do it, you will wind up in prison. They'll tell our children that.
Right.
They never tell our children. I had one teacher that told me, she said, you know what? If you can give in to what I'm telling you, you'll be a great general. She told me that. She's like, you smart, and you'll make a great general in the U.S. Army if you just stop reporting against stuff and just give in.
So like
She told me that.
So like, you know what's crazy about that?
Look what the hell
She would have never seen that in you if you didn't have that trait to rebel against every damn thing she said though.
But we talked about it before class.
Yeah, God, that
rebel without a cause until you come in here.
Yeah.
Why the hell you rebelling on everything out there?
Right.
Because it's not your lifestyle. That's not your life.
That's right.
America is not the life of black, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
We never fit it in, man.
That's right. Good. Like, what's that?
But still, to this day, it's 2023, and we still can't love each other, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, we still can't love each other, man. But we have love for our people. I would say that. We have love for our people, but we don't recognize who our people are.
Right.
That's what it is.
That's a heavy point.
Yeah, the damn Chinese man on spiritual breakdown last night talking about something. Well, we didn't sell drugs to our people. What the fuck? What you mean you ain't sell drugs to your people? So who you sold drugs to? What's the rapper name he brought last night? China Mac or something like that. Somebody he ain't sell drugs to his people because he knew the value of his people. He knew what he was trying to do with his people. He knew who he needed to be a rapper on mainstream to make millions. He knew the black community gonna love him as long as he destroying his people. Why? Because we the only people that look at our people as the ops. Right. When the hell have you seen a Chinaman in China look at another Chinaman or woman as, oh, my neighbor, I'm beefing with my neighbor. They record it and put it on. You never seen that.
You won't see it. See that bastard that had the audacity to say that. He really don't want to be held accountable to actual history. If he knew the history of his people and the prevalence of opium dens, right? They were selling drugs to their own people. That's right. They just what Qadash Time say? It's a problem with that. He said, "I go, you know the lyric." Nah, I forgot how the lyric goes. It's a problem when I do it. And he's like, what I'm saying, everybody else do it. It ain't a problem. It's a problem when I do it.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Yeah. Birds of a feather. They fight together. Okay.
Right. And that's all the other nations. Within, they're the pot calling the kettle black. They sit here and they're hypocrites. They've done everything to their people, if not worse. But they'll highlight, the crimes that we hold against ourselves and we perpetrate against ourselves. Right. On the bottom.
But it's easier to highlight the crimes of other people when you done got rich.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you already made it. Esau made it. Chinaman made it. Arab made it. Africans made it. Right. Guess who's still on the bottom? God's chosen people. Everybody else done made it. So it's easier for them to point the finger at you when you trying to do what they did to make it.
That's right. That's right.
It's easy for them to point, this the problem, this the problem, this the problem. But guess what? When you look at the microscope, who's the one bringing the drugs in? Who's supplying the drugs? Who's supplying the gun? Who's telling you to kill each other? You understand? Like, Esau made music. Eminem made a whole goddamn song about putting his wife in the trunk and driving off a goddamn bridge. About killing.
That's crazy.
And he won records for it.
He did.
He got records for it. You understand? But guess what? If you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and you make a song about killing somebody, you're going to be young thug.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
There you go. That's it.
God damn.
How many people have Eminem killed? Nobody ever looked.
They never think to look because it's just music.
But Young Thug made music. I ain't saying he did or didn't do it. I'm not an advocate for him.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Hey, I give my brother the benefit of the goddamn doubt.
That's even gets a like Commander Johnny Hammer brought out about China Mac, how they be putting people to death.
There you go.
You understand?
There you go.
Ain't nobody gonna look at his history. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Good night, man. Y'all about to be turned up tonight. Look at them. Yeah. Y'all done lit the torch now. Y'all about to get these people part of the Lord turned up, man.
Right.
But again, I see. On side of Christ. So we got the word now. You understand? You got na'ah. See is ra'ah. Eat is a call. Drink is shakwa. Burn is tazarab. You understand? And then again, like you said, you got the ancient on the right side, the Assyrian on the left side. You know we read Hebrew from right to left. You understand? So like I said, we're gonna get into these different words, man. We got some more to throw at you. I got 3 more. We're gonna go to some other stuff. I got some different directions. So next we're going to the directions. We got up, down, right, left, return. I got one here for unclean. So if a brother come amongst brothers or brethren, brother get ready to salute. We're gonna be like, let me see. Shama Ayah. I'm unclean. I'm unclean.
Shama Ayah.
Come on. We know what you done did to be unclean. Now you couldn't wait the night before or the night after.
I'm about to learn that one. Shama Ayah.
Come on.
It's a lie.
Right.
Yeah.
Look. Right. Yeah, right. Come on. Let me see if I can find a Hebrew word for directions. All right. So we have, so for different directions, we have up, meaning Ilah. Down is Uriah. Left is Shama'al. That's right. Shama'al. Right is Yomyan. Turn aside is Shawar.
Yeah. Funny. Beautiful. I don't know what's going on with this. You think so? Just one. Oh, brother, Salakia.
Talk to me.
This is looking real familiar here.
All right.
Feeling a little nostalgic right now. feeling real nostalgic right now.
Oh, wait. Yeah, go,
Shout out to all the warriors that, had the gall to go through Hebrew Academy.
Right.
Familiarize yourself with those directions, because they will be beneficial.
That's right. Right.
You don't want to say Shema Allah and go to the right. You know
Yeah, you're right. Oh, wait.
You don't want to say Yahya and go to the left. You know what I'm saying? We definitely going here. Drop.
Right. That's right.
It's a lie. It's a lie, man. We're going to speak about Hebrew Academy. But, those brothers that truly want to learn tremendous values, with respect to our school, with respect to our heritage, this is our tradition.
That's right.
As warriors, as priests, this is what we want to go through Hebrew Academy.
Right.
We want to have the testicular fortitude to, endure that experience.
Absolutely.
Because it will make a man out of you.
Damn right.
It will definitely make a man of you. And you will learn the value of brotherhood. And you will learn to respect the school. You'll learn to respect the brothers above you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'll learn to really value the sacrifices that the Master YAHANNA has made
real
before 1969.
God.
My experience with the academy was a little different than most brothers. But I went through the trials.
That's right.
Came out on the other side.
Right.
I'm allowed to tell you about it today.
I'm trying to tell you. Hey, I want to say something about it, boy, but I can't even say it. But boy, I ain't gonna say it, but good night. I just know. I'm gonna say this. When you hear a certain person's voice, boy, I ain't never Barack thing how shot ever that much in my life, brother. I'm like, what? Yeah, okay. Let's get it. It's like you get a burst of energy. I don't know where it came from.
Right.
But good night.
Shout out to Captain Ryan Top, man. Shout out to Captain Ryan.
Look at that, man. Yeah, right, man.
Extended brotherhood. Bulls. Man, shout out to Officer Zion. 5,000, man.
Get out of here. Damn right. Damn right, man.
Brothers, man. I'm telling you. You talking about the work never stops?
No.
I look at both of them and I know, like, I have to continue. I can't get tired. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Star Wars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's
that I model myself after. I want to fashion my life to be like these men.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's so heavy, man. If I could, I could look at this precept.
I know they both of those names bringing bells on the kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. Yes, sir.
So
Absolutely.
if I do what they did, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna get in there. You know,
right.
Lord willing.
That's right. Yeah, man, Kevin. If you could bring the 1 John 2 and 19, brother, for sure. Because what you said was so heavy, and I got to put a precept for that. Because we know that there's brothers, and if y'all could see, matter of fact, I'm gonna show you. Y'all see that? That said, this is where cowards hang their covers, man. Look, let's get, hey, we
get in there.
All up in there. You understand? We're gonna get all up in there. And why I did that is because this scripture is gonna prove to you exactly why their covers are hanging up there. 2 and 19, so logically. It's gonna prove why it's hanging up there. Because guess what, right? What he said was so valuable and so true. And if you really value the rank of a brother that's above you, you understand? In rank, we're not talking about nothing gay. You understand?
Right.
But if you value that, then you will still be here. So these brothers that you see here, it says this is where cowards hang their covers.
That's right.
Isupk is of no cowards. So if you had a cover and you went through that hell, good night. Yeah, he's showing it again. Most High Christ. Yeah. That's right. Read that scripture, brother. Mama for sure.
1 John chapter 2, verse 19.
Go ahead.
They went out from us.
They what?
They went out from us.
They went out from us. Meaning they left us.
Yeah.
Meaning the Isupk, they left us. So all these fake Israelites, the Christian church, anybody that's outside of the Isupk, that was of the Isupk, man, Salaki, if I may, they had a goddamn brother. Salaki for my language. They had a brother that was in the Isupk, became a damn pastor. They went out from us. Keep going.
Lot.
Go ahead.
There you go. Get out.
So like, you understand? Not only like because you have to let your people know, man.
Come on,
sir. Because we're just scratching the surface and think that we know.
Right.
You understand? Like, so if you left out from amongst us, you understand? That means who? IUIC. You understand?
Right.
What's the music group Jim Hyman always talk about? The brother, Boys to Men.
Most High. Give him a hand. Good night. That brother locked in. Most High Christ.
What is it? GOCC? Whatever the hell these group names is.
Right.
You understand? If you are against the ISUPK, you understand? Then you should be listening to what this brother is saying. If you are in any other Israelite group, Christian church, Muslim mosque, whatever the hell you may call it, because guess what? If it's not the ISUPK, then you win the goddamn way.
That's right. Give him a hand. All right. Keep going. That's good. Read it from the top, brother.
This is what the 1 John chapter 2, verse 19.
They
went out from us, but they were not of us.
That's the problem right there. They went out from us, but they were not of us. You know what's so crazy? That's so heavy because we just went over the week of terrorists. If you didn't see that class, that's a wild class that explains this here. Because when they say they went out from us because they were not of us, You got wheats and tares, which is, I learned a little thing about harvesting and about gardening. You understand? Also, Abraham showed us where the wheats and the tares look similar to the wheats, but they look different and they're way different. But again, they grow in the same type of field and the same crop. But then when you see the difference between them, they are starting to be picked up. Those tares are being picked up, they're being separated. So this also is the same thing, because like it says, they went out from us, but they were not of us. They weren't of us. They weren't of the Isupk. I'm going to tell you why. Keep going with that scripture, brother.
For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us.
That's how you know that's a black man speaking. He said, because let me get to it. For if they had been of us, if they was with us, if they was of us, if there was really no cowards, then it says they would no doubt have continued with us. Look here, man. If you have not continued with us, you're not still doing this work, you're not of us. You don't give a damn about your brothers. You don't give a damn about your sisters. Because you'd rather go and fulfill your lust in the world. You thinking, oh man, I got to get this money. To hell with that goddamn money. Because, so like you, I'll never forget this class either. Officer Zion brought this class out a long time ago. It's green paper, man. It's going to burn with America.
That's right.
When America gets destroyed by thermonuclear warfare, it's going to get burned and destroyed. You can't take this money with you. But I guarantee you, I know something that you can take with you. Our culture. You can take this Lashawan Qadash with you. You can take this law, statutes, and commandments with you. This knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, it will never go anywhere as long as you remain with us. Keep going, brother.
That they might be made manifest, that they were not all of us.
And it manifests, man, and it was put into play. We've seen it happen before our very eyes. It manifested in front of us that they were all not of us. And the ones that we're talking about is the ones that's not here today. We're not talking about the brothers that's coming into the school, that's wearing all black. You understand? Boots, shirt, pants, handbags, and scarf. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the brothers that got a goddamn cover. I got to put this on here again, man. You want a cover. You woke up at those different times of the night. I'm talking about crazy weather. You know what I'm saying? Fatigue as all as can be. I'm not trying to reveal Hebrew Academy, but good night. How could you go through that as a man and say you did these things, get this cover here, and then leave? How? You are a goddamn coward, man, and you was not of us.
Right.
You just wanted the camaraderie of what came with us saying that we are the Isupk and the Commander Johnny YAHANNA. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York.
Right.
So when they see you, like, oh man, he with them real heavy brothers, them real hardcore brothers. But then you knew or you see it got too rough for you.
Right.
It got too hardcore for you, and now you left. You didn't remain with us. Because if you was of us, you would have no doubt remained with us, man. Continue with us. But again, you're a goddamn coward. So you're on the outside looking in. And the crazy part is, at one point in time, you was on the inside looking out. Now how it look? So like, I had to bring that out because that's so heavy what you said. Because like you said, we look at the men above us that outranks us in the work that they put in, man, and we appreciate it. We you know what I'm saying? We honor it, man. You understand? And then, like, if anybody know Officer Zion will tell you every time you be like, Salaki, sir, hey, man, you did it. Hey, that was THAWADAH. I ain't sugar honey iced tea.
Right.
He said it every time, and sometimes I feel offended. Like, you know what I'm saying? Salaki, sir, I know what you mean, but you can't say that, man. Like sir, I'm not trying to check you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a younger ranking than you. But good night. Ain't no damn way you can say you ain't sugar honey iced tea. You understand that? Because a lot of this, with what's going on with Fayetteville, brother, he is the backbone of it.
That's right.
With this brotherhood of how much we have glued together, he's the backbone of it. I'm telling you, man. That is a true warrior there, man. Right. So I get it. I understand. The brother's being very humble. He's a humble brother. 5,000. Put some respect on his goddamn name and rank. But I'm telling you now, brother, that brother, you get around this brother, man, the way that brother walk Hey, Salakia, you know what I'm saying? That ain't how we do things here, man. It makes you want to be a better brother because you warn with this brother that's beside you, man.
Right.
I know I'm of the Isupk. I know I'm of my brother because I'm not going no goddamn work. You have to carry me out of here in the coffin. I'm telling you now. What is it? Isupk. What is it? One west to the Delta, they bury me. You better bury me. Because I ain't leaving. You understand? I'm not leaving. Salakia. Hey, y'all done got it turned up here, both sides of Christ. Let's get back into this lesson, man. But I just had to bring that scripture out, man, because like I said, man, the loyalty that I see of brothers or out of Wyoming in the Isupk, I never see that in the Christian church. I'll never see that in the Muslim mosque. I'll never see that in the Catholic church, man. But in here, when you come in here and you 10 toes down, you got many brothers that's around you.
Right.
That's gonna fight for you, man. Hell, the sisters too. Sisters they ain't no slouches. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with it. You know, I don't know this one to say, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. I'm telling you, like, hey, get right. They say get right or get left. You understand? But they say get yum or get shum or off. You understand? Right. So like, right. Oh wait, y'all got this written down. Y'all so wild. Y'all probably like, man, what's wrong with this crazy Negro up here, man? You understand? But
the light on up. I love to really see it.
Oh, come, I lie. So for I lie, you have the the la, and the ha. The la, and the ha. I know with this, you know,
light.
That light and come. So I lie is spelled ILAH. You understand? Which again, it means up. Let's see if we can find some more direction for it. So you have turn. So we have turn. Turn back. Then for the other words, I did say be unclean when you put this up there. That's not a direction, but when you put this up there before we run out of time. So to turn back, you have Shabbat. Return, you have it's like
sharing. So this is what I'm sharing. Stop sharing. Is there a reason why you're sharing this? Sharing the screens at the top.
It could be for when he did the Passover joint.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Most high Christ. Yeah, we still love. Yes, we do. Most high Christ. That's right, guys. Ooh.
Almost on the throat. Y'all want to show me that show right now?
Words. Nah, what's going on with you?
The lock here, I don't want. It's Tama. It's called Tama, not
What's that?
not Shama. So if I said I'm unclean, is Tama Ayah or Anya Tama.
It's like you came over here and made a key.
You don't want to come in this love and get Frisco.
Yeah, man.
What is that about? Where did you go? Cheers. Right. You good?
Most time, okay. Hey, y'all want to show what the colors doing? No. You got the other mic on?
Yeah. It's a dead trunk, John.
Check. Yeah, right. So the pension off, good night. Well, they say, time goes by, you having fun now. So again, the last few words we got for the direction, you have turn, which is pana, turn back, which is shawab, rise, which is kawam. That is not the same thing when we say kwam yasha'ala, because it's a rise. So for a rise, it's going to be kwam, which is QWAM, so like a QWAM. But this is just rise, you understand? You have walk, which is halak. To be unclean is tama'ah. So like I said, if I'm saying I'm unclean, I would say anya tama'ah. And I gotta get also hazahah, because I think also another way if you could say a possessive is tama'ayah, meaning I'm also unclean. So we'll get more clarification on that. So we'll come back Lord willing next week. We'll go over different ways how to say, different things like she turned or he turned, they turned back, we turned back, we all rise, they walk, they are unclean. You understand? These are different things that we can say, and these are actually sentences that are performed or, said so that we can, speak that Hebrew, man. Because again, we gotta rehearse the righteous acts, man.
That's right.
So with that, you're gonna read it. All right, go. So with that, we're gonna pass the class off to precinct officer of 500, officer. You gonna do it? Yeah. You got precinct officer 500, officer Ayatollah for the security announcements. Clap it up.
Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk members from the 5th Street, from New York. Move from the brothers and sisters. When new brother and sister come to the school, they're all been for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They're to share themselves in the world. If they need transportation, teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, when the brother or sister has entered into the person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, brother and sister will give permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, the Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10 in the Hebrew, ma'asha. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, get to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for a priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocations, we have. Go ahead,
What's that, right? So we got we got the eyes. So like we got the Lord's 54th annual Passover, man, hosted by Commander Junior YAHANNA, man, in the Raleigh, North Carolina Convention Center, 500 South Salisbury Street, Raleigh, North Carolina, man. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man, make your way down, man. Right. Like we always say, don't meet me there, meet me there, man. Right. We're gonna show you how to party. What you said on the other day? Ain't no Israelite party, ain't no party like an Israelite party, because the Israelite party don't stop, man. We're gonna show you how to party and serve the Lord at the same time, man. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man, come on down, man. You are invited, man. You're welcome. Salam.
Anyone wants to recruit in the school, start on all black boot shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. With that, module, stand, sister be seated. In Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to the teacher. In Israel, my Shabbat, Manu, Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Shabbat.
Yahweh Hashem Shabbat.
Down, so, turn. Sisters are mine. We stand. In Israel, we're going to bring the one courtesy salute to the sisters. In Israel, my Shabbat, Manu, Barak.
Yahweh Shema Lataba Hashem Yahweh.
Yes, sir. Who's that? Right on time.
YAHANNA. Y'all see that? YAHANNA 36.
What?
Look like he's Jamaican though. Ain't that
Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General YAHANNA is putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheraton in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the Convention Center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there. Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General YAHANNA is putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheraton in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the Convention Center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time, sending curses to them enemies.